Right, hello folks, welcome back to KERNOW EXP. So today we've taken a motorcycle ride down just outside of Constantine. We're going to go up a public footpath, which I think there might be something of interest there, but it could be an epic fail. But there is a path that goes that way, so we will go that way in a bit. So let's go, shall we? So this has been on the radar for a while, and it's a public footpath which goes deep into this country here, or countryside here, and there is a house at the end. I do think the house is lived in, but it could be an Airbnb or something like that. But there might be some interesting things on the way which we've got to go and look at. So here we go. We're not trespassing today. As you can see, there's a public footpath. So let's go. I hope you're all good. I'm sorry for the lack of videos of the last couple of days. We've been at work and been really tired with that. We've been doing extra hours, so it really has zapped the energy, folks. So I really am sorry about that. And we're in low light mode, so we're straight back after that short clip in low light mode. So we don't need that right now because it's nice and sunny. So, but this is a very old trackway here. It does lead to a house, but this probably was connected to the local manor house, which is to the left over that way somewhere. So, oh, it's a picnic area there. It's a bit random to see that there. Okay, so we've not been here before. We have done a ton of research, by the way. I'm just going to sneeze, I do apologise. Oh dear, that's better. Sorry about that. Right, so this is a public right of way. We're definitely allowed to be here, which is rather good, isn't it? It's always best to seek out things like this, but sometimes it's not always possible. As you know, we do a manner of things on KERNOW EXP. It's not just one thing, is it, folks? So, what in the devil is that I'm looking at? See something over there. I was like, is that a rock? Good Lord, folks, look at that. Did not know that was there. Wow. I have the drone with me, so if we see anything that needs droning, we'll go and do that. So it looks like that's obviously a bit of private land down there, but it looks very nice, doesn't it? So there we go, folks, look at that. We are where we need to be, so it's rather good. So, warning, sheep grazing. Oh look, the first one's this year, look, and that's lovely, isn't it? So it is the 1st of March, so it's now officially spring, folks, which is rather good, isn't it? You know, things will start warming up soon, which is excellent news. Trying not to get my shoes covered in muck or just right now. This looks like a very old farming area around here. Blimey, look at that rock. That is amazing. Can you see that, folks? I didn't even know that was there. That's massive. No wonder that was left there. You ain't moving that in a hurry, are you? I don't suppose the farmer wants you going in there, but God, if only that could tell a few tales, couldn't it, eh? If it could speak. Look at it, it's flipping huge. I've never seen a boulder like that big in a field like that. That is one heck of a landmark, isn't it? Jeez. I'm surprised they didn't drill holes in it and blast it and get rid of it, but quite unique. So we are very deep in the countryside now. This is virgin territory right now. We've never ever been in here before, ever. Now, I've got an idea, folks, right, that there was a stone quarry down here. Now, this probably dates from the 1800s. This would probably be the original access track that we're on right now. Look at the size of that boulder a minute. I just can't get over that. Do you know what? From here it looks like E.T.'s head. Do you think it looks like E.T.'s head? Oh dear. Kernow lost the plot. Right, so we're carrying on with the ROC posts explores. We're going to be out potentially tonight, and we're going to have a look at two ROC posts. One that closed in 1991 and one that closed in the 60s, because it was a real early closure, that one. So that's what we're doing tonight with David and Adam, if all's well. If not, then we'll be meeting crew members. So yeah, so we've got things on the back burner for tonight. So at the moment we don't know what we're doing. So either we're meeting the crew members or we're going to look at the Royal Observer Corps Cold War bunkers. This is quite magical around here, isn't it? So it looks like that bull belonged to a dog. So we've got to look out for dogs around here. Usually farming communities do have dogs, but normally collie dogs or spaniels. So we do like dogs. And we used to have a collie years ago called Butchie. Dear little fella he was. Very obedient. And I used to live on a small holding, which is like a small farm, folks. So I do hope to get the drone up. So it looks like we've come to a house here. So there should be a right of way, so we shall see, won't we? There should be a sign, he says. I might have to stop filming in a minute, but I don't know. Yeah, I think I might have to stop filming, folks. Anyway. Meh. Meh. Okay, we're back, folks. So we made a bit of a booby. So I just spoke to the chap there, very nice bloke. If you're watching, thanks for telling me about the path, mate. I appreciate that. So, the gates down here, that's where the public footpath is. So that's where we're heading to. So we're going to have a little look. We're heading back towards E.T.'s head stone, as I call it. I might have to put a Google Maps pinpointer on that saying E.T.'s headstone. That sounds a bit morbid though, doesn't it? What a lovely place to live. What an absolute awesome place. Love it. Some lovely people out in the countryside, so yeah, good. So not everyone is out there to shout at you and tell you off, folks, you know, which is rather good. Rather good. So we backtrack, so there is a chance we could, I think we will potentially have a look at that giant boulder, potentially. I don't think we're getting through there, are we? Or are we? No, it's too boggy. We've got the right shoes on again. I got a bit of a blister, folks, so I'm trying to get it to heal. It is healing. It's definitely healing. It's going the right way, but that's one of the reasons why we're wearing the old trainers today. So we're a little bit wider around here now, which is really good. He who seeks finds and all that jazz. So, good stuff. I'm not going to fly the drone around here, I don't think. I think that's a bit a little disrespectful. Not that I'm respectful all the times, of course, but we do try our best to not to upset landowners if we can help it. Okay, so I've got to get past the bog here a little bit. I think we will go through the gate there, and I think we will briefly have a little look, and then we'll call it for there. So probably won't come back this area again. So, but at least we can say we've had a nosy, which is rather good. So yeah, this does look like a right of way. So that's what he said, didn't he, with the sign. So there we go. Always shut the gates behind you. That's the country code, unless you want to piss the farmers off, which is probably not the right thing to do. So let's see if we've made a complete cock up or we're all good. The thing is with finding like new locations for exploring and that, it's a good idea to go out walking in the countryside like this, because I know Chris and Sophie, my crew members, go to that rule religiously. There's that stone. It's the way to find things that are not always visible, if you know what I mean. So, excuse me. So it looks like a quad bike or something's been going up and down here. So we might come across Lord of the Manor type landlord. Okay, so this is clearly part of that estate that I was saying about. And there's a big house dead ahead, folks. Look at that. Get in. Alright. We should continue up here for a bit. And there's not very many estate houses that are self-sufficient. It does look like this one could well be. So I did see the grand gate by the road. So we'll just walk quietly and slowly. Oh look, wonder what that was for. Could be for a pump, for water. Who knows? Alright, we're going to walk up through here, folks. Not much is going to stop us. Unless we encounter doggos. But some doggos are okay. Right, so it is this big house. This looks rather interesting, doesn't it? So I don't know what to expect here. But that building there looks abandoned. You've got an old gate there, look. Yeah, that probably isn't used a great deal. So there is people around here. See the footprints and what have you. Beautiful old house. I get the impression we're not meant to be here. Oh wow, look at that. You know what that is, don't you? That's no, that's for holding water for animals. Right, do we go through there? There's no signs. Ah, there we go. There's the path sign. So we know we're on an official path, so that's good. I don't think we're going to get much else done today, really. I think it's just going to be this walk. Now, if I can get the drone up, I will, but at the moment, probably not. So my blister is starting to ache a bit, so I've got to be quite mindful of that. So this might be a glorified walk in the country today, folks, but we are out tonight, and I will be out tomorrow and on Monday. That's if I don't get a call from the boss. Right, which way do we go now? I think there should be a sign. Yeah, there we go. Is that it there? Ah, flipping heck. Oh, it's this way. Here we go. There's the sign. See it there? That's rather good news, isn't it? So, how far have we got to walk today? Oh dear, dear, dear. If you're into walking or dog walking, take note of where we are, because it could be quite a good dog walk. Right. So this place that we're at now is clearly in a small estate house, and more than likely built in the early 1800s, and there's a couple of lodges there. They're probably Airbnbs or something like that. I don't know, I'm just guessing. Right. I may not be able to fly today because some of these paths are private, even though you've got public access. So, may not be a good one for flying. But anyway, I hope you are enjoying this walk today near Constantine. And I was going to go to Morgan Smith, but I couldn't find anywhere parking. Parking was a problem, so I couldn't find anywhere close to put the bike where it's going to be reasonably safe. So that's why we didn't do that. So we've already got a motorcycle ride today. There's 2 parts to that. So technically, I've already done 3 videos, which is rather good. Going to do another bike ride on the way from leaving here, so that'll be quite good. So I'm hoping we might be lucky enough to get 4 videos done today, which is rather good. So we're going to have a short explore down the bottom there, so I assume we're in the right place. Oh, we've got a stile there. Do we go over the stile or no? I think we should. It might be a bit fun in games. A bit hair raising. Is it a bit hair raising? It is a bit, isn't it? So I can hear a vehicle down there. That's probably on that estate. Right, so these here are quite precarious. They're very narrow, so... Ooh, woof. Ooh. Bloody drone. Go back to where you were. Right, there we go. I think we're on the King's Highway now, which is rather good. So you wouldn't even know that that was a public right of way because they've kept, there's no sign there. But there, it is a public right of way. So big up Chris and Sophie because they've inspired today's video. They said a while back, they said just grab it by the horns and go with it. You know, and that is what we're doing. So big up the crew members, Chris and Sophie. Not forgetting David and Adam and Mrs. Kernow. So I have got a drink with me, and I did stop and get some petrol earlier, and I bought some nice little pork pies, folks. Now these are quite good. Molten mulberry mini pork pies, British pork. Now when you're out doing walks, something like that is invaluable. It really is. Now, I don't know how much more video we're going to do, but we'll wait until we get to the main road and go from there. So, in the distance, I can see Constantine's Church spire. Now, I will get the camera a bit higher for you, so hopefully you can see that. Can you see it, folks? Can you see it there? Because I can see it. That's Constantine, and it's got its own creek. So I think possibly Monday, not sure yet at the moment, but I'm not sure how much time I've got now because I've got to get back because Mrs. Kernow requires my services because we need to do a bit of shopping. We need to top things up. So we started eating, I'll tell you what we started eating, right? I know I said ages ago, right, about KERNOW EXP cooking. Well, we're going to be doing that. I have been doing quite a bit off camera for my son and his lovely girlfriend. So yeah, so we're going to be doing pasta dishes and homemade roast and stuff like that. So that's quite good, isn't it? And trying new foods that we haven't really tried before. So thanks to obviously my son and his girlfriend for suggesting these things. So yeah, it's really good. So big up Charlie and co. I don't know why the camera, something is a bit, why is that? Something's loose with the camera. I don't know what it is. But anyway, never mind. Let's carry on for today. Now, beautiful sunny day. This is in for a few days apparently. So hopefully we're going to get some really good drone videos over the next couple of days. I will be out flying the drone tomorrow, folks. We'll be visiting David, who is a member of the crew tomorrow. So before I head over his place, we'll go on the coast and get a coastal drone video done, I think. I think that'll be quite good, won't it, folks? So we'll do that. Now, I think we're heading to the junction, which is just outside of Constantine. Now, Constantine, as I was going about to say, it is actually technically connected to the Halford River. There's a little creek there. Now, we were at Scott's Quay recently, weren't we? And do you remember I said that we're going to be doing a bit of filming in this area? Well, that's partly why we're here today. So we're not quite done with this area yet. There is another epic walking video which I'll be doing possibly on Monday. So we'll try our best to get that one sorted. So that'll be quite good. So here's the junction. So we drove through here earlier. So where that car's just gone, that's Constantine. And as you can see, we're not a million miles from Gweek, Houston and the Lizard. So now we're going to head this way. So the sign says over there, if you can see it, it says Truro, Falmouth, Penryn and Mabe, Morgan Smith, that's where we was going to go, Port Navis and obviously Constantine. So we are heading this way now. We'll let the tractor go by. There he goes. I think he's heading towards that estate, folks, where we walked past a minute ago. He just put his thumb up, so he knew what we was doing. He knew we were filming, so that's kind of cool. So it seems, right, from my expert undercover surveillance, that that estate house that we walked by, which is in there, look, I'll see if I can get a good shot of it, all right? You see it there, folks? It seems that that estate house owns quite a few farms around here and rents quite a bit of land. So that's quite interesting, isn't it? That means they're quite well off. But obviously some of the property that we looked at the rear wasn't that great. Did look a bit run down. But probably inside it's posh as heck. But, you know, obviously it's a family that lives there, so if they've been there for generations, then good up on them. Good up. Right, so I think we're going to be finishing once we get back to the bike, and we'll be going back a slightly different way. And I will be out. As the phone went off then, so I need to have a look at that. Right, that's nothing. So yeah, potentially we're out tonight filming these ROC posts, which will be very interesting. It's a direction that we're going to be going for a short time. There's only so many in Cornwall, to be fair, folks, and we know the majority of them. We know that there's only so many open, and we know that some are sealed and some are not. Now we are connected to one, and with the permission of the custodian, we'll be going back and we'll be doing some maintenance on that one at some point in the future. So there we are, folks. Look, there's a lot of stone quarries around here, and we're going to be seeing if we can find one which is in a good conditions and document it. So this here, look, is the original entrance to that manor house. So it's local granite coins which have been fashioned into this gatepost, and obviously this is 18th century, 200 odd years old, could even be older than that. But it would have been quite interesting to see those granite balls being put in position there. They've obviously been there a long time. I know I'm technically trespassing now, but I don't think they'll mind me filming the gate as such. But yeah, you know, I do like country manor houses, and there is a few around our area which you know, quite interesting. Now I do know somebody that, well, I do know the owner of one, and I'm working with him so we can have permission to do a video around his estate, which would be quite nice. It'd be something different to the channel, wouldn't it? Do you agree, folks? Would you like to see that? Obviously I've been told not to say where the location is for various reasons, but that should be quite good. Oh, please excuse me, just had a slight problem with the nose there, but it's okay now. Right, so I hope you enjoyed this walk and this little bit of rant. I'm not going to fly the drone around here because I wasn't really sure where I was walking to, what was public or private estate. So rather than paying them off, I refrained from flying the drone. So potentially we will do a short video tonight with the drone, and that will be quite interesting. Tomorrow we will be flying the drone, possibly around the coast somewhere. I'm not really sure on location, and I've got to be careful with this drone I got now because it's the bigger drone, so I am slightly restricted to where I can fly it, and I've not looked at the map here because I use a special map which tells me basically where I can and can't fly. It's an online map. It's endorsed by the CAA, Civil Aviation Authority, and I need to make sure that I stick to that, because otherwise I shall get in trouble flying the drone in an inappropriate area, which KERNOW EXP does not want that, you see. So that's another reason why we've not flown around this area today. But that doesn't mean that I won't fly around here, because we do have a mini drone, so that is totally unrestricted. So I'm allowed to fly that virtually anywhere, obviously not controlled airspace and over certain buildings, but still all good. So this is pretty much the end of today's video, so I'd just like to say thank you for watching. If you made it this far, then you are excellent person, and I'd just like to say thank you to recent subscribers, thank you to recent members as well, so you know who you are. So I'd just like to thank you for that. So I have actually released quite a bit of members video of late, so I hope the members that are there have enjoyed those, and just like to say thanks for watching today. Keep your eyes posted over the weekend, because we're going to gradually release what we've got on the back burner right now. So there's going to be a couple of motorcycle rides, walking videos, drone videos, and a couple of exploring videos down at the ROC post. That's for this weekend. Okay, well, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, and yeah, cheers.